When you combine the new Pikachu EX with all the Regis, you make a pretty decent deck. In today's video, let's learn how to play the deck. We're gonna go over the deck list, explanation of the cards, some test hand, and then a game on Pokemon TCG Live. I'll have all the timestamp right down below if you want to skip around the video. Alright, let's start off with the deck list. For the Pokemon, you have 2 Pikachu EX, 2 Regigigas, 2 Regidrago, 2 Regice, 2 Regirock, 2 Registeel, 2 Regieleki, 1 Squawkabilly, 1 Pheasant Skippity, and 1 Raining Greninja. For the supporter, you have 4 Professor Research, 1 Irida, 1 Iono, 1 Professor Turo Scenario, and 1 Boss's Order. For the items, you have 4 Nest Ball, 3 Ultra Ball, 2 Heavy Ball, 2 Earthen Vessel, 3 Night Stretcher, 2 Super Rod, 2 Switch Cart, 1 Pal Pad, and 1 Precious Trolley A-Spec. For the Stadium, you have 4 Era Zero. For the energies, you have 2 Luminous, 1 Gift Energy, 2 Metal, 2 Grass, 2 Lightning, 1 Water, and 1 Fighting. And here's the overview of the deck. Alright, let's go over the deck and how it works. Let's start by going over the 6 Regis. We have Regigigas, which is the key card to this deck, because we're going to be using his ability to power up our Pokemon. Once per turn, you have all 6 Regis in play. You can attach up to 3 energy to one of your Pokemon. So basically, we use his ability to accelerate energy to whatever attacker we need. Next, we have Regidrago. He also has a cool little ability. Once per turn, if he's in the active spot, you can draw until you have 4 cards. But besides his ability, we also use his attack as well sometimes. For 1 Grass, 1 Fire, and 1 Colorless, it does 160 damage. We have Regice, Regirock, and Registeel. Depending on your opponent's active Pokemon weakness, you can choose one of these 3 to attack depending on the weakness. So if your opponent's active Pokemon is weak against fighting, you want to use Regirock to attack, which does 140 damage for 2 fighting energy and 1 colorless. And if they're weak to fighting, it will do double the damage. And lastly, we have Regieleki. His first attack is useful to get a trainer card back from your discard pile, and his second attack is good to snipe your opponent's bench Pokemon. For 2 lightning energy and 1 colorless, it does 120 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon as long as you discard 2 lightning energy. Now that we're done with the Regis, let's talk about the other Pokemon. Pikachu EX is there to knock out Pokemon with a lot of HP. His attack costs 1 grass, 1 lightning, and 1 metal, and it does 300 damage, but you have to discard all the energies, which is fine as long as we have all 6 Regis in play, and then we can accelerate it next turn again. Even though Pikachu only has 200 HP, his ability makes him really good. His ability states if he has full HP and it's going to be knocked out, his remaining HP becomes 10. Pikachu is really busted in my opinion. Next we have Squawkabilly EX. He's only there for his ability. If it's your first turn, you can activate his ability to discard your whole hand and draw 6 new cards. This is a good way to get energies into the discard pile and refresh your hand as well. Next we have Pheasantipity EX. He's mainly there for his ability, which lets you draw 3 cards if your Pokemon was knocked out last turn. But you can also use him to attack as well. For 3 colorless energy, it does 100 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And last but not least, we have Raining Greninja. We're going to be using him for both his ability and his attack depending on the situation. His ability lets you discard 1 energy card and you get to draw 2 cards. Once again, another good way to get energy into the discard pile, so you can use Regigigas ability. And depending on the situation, you use his attack as well. For 2 water and 1 colorless, it does 90 damage to 2 Pokemon as long as you discard 2 energies. On to the supporters. Professor Research lets you discard your whole hand and draw 7. Once again, you want to put energies into the discard pile and get all your Regis out. So the more cards you see, the better. Irida lets you search out 1 water Pokemon and 1 item card. This helps you get out Regice or Raining Greninja, and then an item of your choice depending on the situation. Iono lets you draw and disrupt your opponent's hand. Professor Turo lets you put 1 Pokemon in play back to your hand. This goes really well with Pikachu because you can just bring it back to your hand if it's damaged. Boss's Order lets you switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active. Let's talk about the items now. We have Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, and the new A-Spec Precious Trolley is there to help you get all your Pokemon. Precious Trolley is such a great card. You can get out as much basic Pokemon as you want from your deck and add it to your bench. And for Ultra Ball, since you need to discard 2 cards, you can always discard your energies. Next we have Hisuian Heavy Ball. It lets you look at your prize card, and if there's any basic Pokemon, you can replace it with the Heavy Ball. This card is really important because we want to have all 6 Regis in play. So if one of them is prized, we are in trouble. Earthen Vessel is there to help you get 2 energies from your deck by discarding 1 card. Night Stretcher lets you recycle a Pokemon or a basic energy from your discard pile, but we're going to mainly use these to get our Pokemon back. Super Rod lets you recycle 3 Pokemon or basic energy from your discard pile and add it back to the deck. Once again, we usually just recycle the Pokemon because we want to keep the energy in the discard pile. Switch Card lets you switch one of your active Pokemon to the bench, and it also heals 30 damage. All your Regis have 3 retreat costs, so this is really important sometimes. Pal Pad lets you recycle 2 supporter cards. Onto the Stadium, the one and only Era Zero. You have a Terra Pokemon in play. You can have up to 8 Pokemon on your bench. So as long as you have Pikachu, you can get all 6 of your Regis plus more Pokemon on your bench. And let's quickly talk about the special energies. Gift Energy is there to help you draw. If your opponent knocks out your active Pokemon with the Gift Energy, you can draw up to you have 7 cards. Next we have Luminous Energy. It provides any types of energy you need, but only 1 at a time. And you cannot have another special energy attached, because if you do, Luminous Energy will just be a colorless energy. If you have any questions or concern about this deck, please let me know in the comments. Alright, let's do some test hand. We're going to do one for going first and one for going second. Jumping into our first test hand, this will be for going first. We're going to shuffle our deck just for a little bit. Give it a good shuffle. And then we ask our opponent if they like to cut or tap. We're going to pretend to cut the deck. We draw our 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if we have a basic. We do have a basic. It's going to be Fez, which is pretty good. This is a pretty good starting hand. Let's put our 6 prizes to the left side here. And then let's start our turn. So we have Fez. Then let's draw, which we got another Stadium. So we have 2 Stadium in our hand, which is pretty good. We're gonna Nest Ball for sure to get a Pikachu. Make sure we have our Pikachu. We do. And then we also have the Precious Trolley A-Spec in our hand, so we can get out all of our Regis if we need to right now. So we're for sure gonna get this, but I'm gonna double check, see if I have all the Regis in play, or in my deck, I mean. So we have 2 Steel. We have Greninja, it's pretty good. We have, let's look through all of it. So it looks like we should have everything. We did prize a Lightning. We prize a Ice. So which is fine. So we're gonna actually put down the Stadium first. We'll put down the Stadium. So without a Terra Pokemon, it would not activate, or the Trolley, we can only get 5 Pokemon. But if we have the Terra, we can get as much as our bench can fill. So for sure, we're getting the Registeel. We might even want to get Squawk or Greninja here, because we already have the Steel. So there's the Rock, there's a Drago, there's the Ice, there's the Regigigas, we already have Rock, and then there's the Lightning. So before we settle down what we want, we have some extra room still, so we have all 6 here. Let's do 4-4, so it's easier to tell. So we have 1 more spot. So I think the next spot would be, we wouldn't mind Squawking this hand, so I for sure want to get Squawk here. So we're gonna get the Squawk, and then we're gonna get some energies into our hand so we can Squawk those away. And we want to attack with Pikachu most likely, so I think the most important one will be Lightning, Grass, and Steel. I'm checking if we prize any of them. We did not prize any of them. So let's just get these 2. Doesn't really matter at this point. So we shuffle our hand, or our deck. And then we're gonna put these in our hand, offer our opponent if they want to cut. And honestly, I might even attach this here, so we can retreat into something else. So yeah, I'm gonna activate Squawk's ability since it is our first turn. Squawk our whole hand, draw 6 new cards. And that's not a bad hand at all. We can definitely get a heavy ball, activate the heavy ball, because we know some of them are prize. I think it's important to get this Pikachu, just because without the Pikachu, we would not be able to use the Area Zero to get all our Regis out. So we get the Pikachu for sure. And I am actually going to retreat to the Pikachu, because we know it can't get knocked out unless it gets damaged. And since we're going first, we know our opponent most likely can't attack. And if they do, they will most likely activate his ability to get to become only 10 HP when it is about to get knocked out. So that is all we could do for now, and that is it for our first turn. On to our second test hand. This will be for going second. We're gonna shuffle this maybe 3 times. Give it a good shuffle. And then we offer our opponent if they would like to cut our deck or just tap. We're gonna pretend to cut. Let's draw our 7. We have 3, 4. All right, let's see, we have a basic Pokemon. We do have a basic Pokemon. And then we are going second. So I'm gonna put down the Regieleki for the active, just because we have more lightning energy than fighting. So we have a more chance of attacking with this guy first. So let's do our prizes, 6 to the left. And let's start our turn. Let's draw for turn. We got the Precious Trolley, which is really good here. So all we need to do is just use our Nest Ball. Hopefully we have our Pikachu and Squawk as well. We might have a chance to attack this turn. So for sure we're getting the Pikachu. But once we're using the Nest Ball, let's check to see if we have all 6 of our Regis, and as well as our Squawk. We do have the Squawk. And we have Greninja as well, so that's pretty good. Let's make sure we have all the Regis. So it looks like we do have all the Reggies. We prized one of the water, which is not bad at all. So we're gonna get the Pikachu for sure. We're gonna go back into our deck. We're gonna get Area Zero to activate since we have a Terra in play. And now we put down the rock. Then we put down our precious trolley. So we for sure want to get the Squawk. And then we get one of each Reggies. We already have the Lightning. We just put down the Drago. Get the Steel. Get the Regigigas. The Ice. That should be it for the Reggies. And we still have one bench space left, which I think I might just get the Greninja here, just so I can draw a little more cards. It's either Greninja or the Fez, but I think I'm gonna do the Greninja here, just to see more cards. We want to hit a switch card to attack with Pikachu, just pretending that our opponent has like a 2 prize active with like 200 HP or so. And then I'm checking right now to see if we have a switch card, which we do. We have 2 switch cards in our deck, and we have a chance to hit it for sure. But right now we have our Reggie set up. We just need to get energies in the discard pile to start attacking with whatever we need, and then maybe a switching option to attack with Pikachu EX. So we shuffle our deck, offer our opponent to cut. Then we're gonna Raining Greninja here because we want to see more cards in our hand. Hopefully we hit some energies. So 1, 2. So we hit the switch card, which is good. Which I'm gonna for sure switch into a Squawk or Raining Greninja because we always attach the energy and retreat it, and then use Regigigas ability. So I'm gonna switch card to the Squawk. Oh, I didn't mean to put that in the discard pile. And then now we can research first to see 7 new cards before we Squawk. So we can research away that hand, draw 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's pretty good. We don't want to use the heavy ball because we're gonna Squawk away this hand. But we're gonna Earthen Vessel for sure by getting rid of this metal energy. We don't need the metal energy. And we're gonna Squawk away our hand anyways. So we already have grass in the discard, so let's get Lightning for sure. And then the second one could be anything we want really. I'm gonna go with the water so we have a chance to attack with Raining Greninja if we need to. But of course we're only running 1 water and 1 fighting, so we need the luminous energy to use Raining Greninja's attack or the Regirock. So these are added to our hand. Let's shuffle our deck again. Make sure it's good. Oh, 1 card fell, so we gotta keep shuffling again. And then offer our opponent to cut. Do a small cut this time. And then make sure you wanna attach 1 energy to the Squawk so we can retreat here. Attach the 1 energy to the retreat. And then we Squawk away our whole hand. And this way we get 6 new cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we have an Earthen Vessel, which I will use to get rid of this lightning energy. We just want to discard all the energies to get more energies and discard them even more. I think we have all the energies besides the Luminous now out of the deck. And then we put that there. These are in our hand now. Let's just shuffle one more time. Offer our opponent to cut. And now, like I said, let's pretend like our opponent has a pretty high HP Pokemon. So now we can retreat the Squawk into our Pikachu. And then we use Regigigas ability to accelerate 3 energies from our discard pile to one of our Pokemon. So Pikachu needs a Lightning, a Metal, and a Grass. So we're gonna attach that to him right now. Let's do it this way. That's kind of it for our hand. Next turn, if they knock out our Stadium, we do have another one, and then we have Ultra Ball to get out whatever we need, or we can Night Stretcher back whatever Pokemon gets knocked out. And then since we're going second, we can attack. We do 300 damage and discard all 3 energies. And that is basically your second turn. All right, let's play a game on Pokemon TCG Live. Jumping into the game, we get to decide on the coin flip. We chose head and we lost, which means we don't get to choose if we want to go first or second. But luckily for this deck, I don't really have a preference on going first or second. It's fine to go second because you can most likely attack turn 2. Our opponent chose first, so that's fine. But going first kind of denies a lot of decks at the moment. I feel like a lot of decks in the meta really want to go first right now. But yeah, the chances of us attacking going second is kind of high. We got a mulligan. And we started with 2 Reggies. So 1 Regieleki and 1 Regirock. I think putting the Regieleki here is better because we can at least, if we can't attack, we can use his first attack to get a trainer card back from the discard pile. So our opponent gets to draw 1 and they flip their Pokemon over, which is a Teal Master Ogerpon. This means it could either be a Raging Bolt or a Regidrago. They discarded a Dragapult, which most likely means it is Regidrago. So kind of a Reggie versus Reggie deck. So very interesting. But ours is more of a Pikachu deck kind of too. Reggie's is just like a engine to accelerate the energies for Pikachu. So they have double Teal Mask, did double Teal Dance, and they do not have a Reggie V setup. So we do have the Area Zero. It's kind of okay to put this down for now. I know Reggie's deck, Regidrago deck, really runs like 2 stadiums sometimes. So I'm checking all the Reggies here, making sure I have what I need, and then we're gonna try to get some energies out of our deck at the moment with this Earthen Vessel. We do have an Ultra Ball, so we can get that to get a Squawk. To squawk away our hand. And then we already have 2 energies that are needed to attack with Pikachu. So we're gonna Iono first here, because we're gonna save the Squawk, because in case we have like a lot of energies in our hand, we can discard it, which is right now it's pretty good. We can't attack yet, but we do have ways to get more energies in the discard pile. So we already have all the energies necessary to attack with Pikachu. So we're just gonna get whatever here. It's kind of sucked that we have to get rid of 2 Night Stretcher, but that's okay. Hopefully we hit a Pikachu here. No Pikachu, but we hit the Steel. And then we have a Gift Energy, so we can attach that to the Regieleki for sure there. That way we can use his attack to just get a trainer card. We can just get Iono back, or even Irida. We can get the Precious Trolley card next turn. And a Water Pokemon. So yeah, I decided not to put anything else down. I'm just going to get back probably... I feel like the Iono is a good spot. Just to refresh our hand. We don't want to get rid of Palpad. We don't want to get rid of Switch cards since we only run 2 in this deck. But yeah, if we had Pikachu there and all our Reggies, we could have Switch card and basically attack the Teal Master Ogerpon. And we would have got the first 2 prizes already. But now they have the Regidrago V set up. It's okay. They're behind 1 turn. And I don't think they're going to attack this turn anyways, just because there's no point of them putting so much grass energy into the Teal Master Ogerpon. So they're Ionoing us here, so it's not too bad. Low key, we should have put the Registeel down at least, but I just wanted to save that spot for something. So we got the Nest Ball, which means we could get a Pikachu, or we can maybe get a Greninja to draw more, because our hand is kind of dead at the moment. We have no supporter. Hopefully we top deck like a Research maybe. They got Cleffa, which means they're just going to retreat. So we have to deal with a 1 prize attack, or a 1 prize active Pokemon. Ooh, they got the Regidrago set up. We got to be really careful here on what Pokemon is in their discard pile. They could potentially like Dragapult us and then spread damage around. So we don't need the Boss Order. Let's see what's in our prizes. We do get the Pikachu. And then we did prize the other one of the Reggie Ice there. So we got the Pikachu, which means now we can probably get the Nest Ball to use to get Greninja here. Hopefully we draw something else from that. Because we're still trying to get all our Reggies in play so we can start attacking with whatever. Double Nest Ball. Still not enough, unfortunately. Just because we need a total of 6 Reggie. We only have 3 in play. But we can definitely get out some of these Reggies here. And then later on, we can always find ways to get it back if they do get rid of our stadium. So right now, we're only missing 1, which is the Registeel. And then we could save the energy to Radiant Greninjas next turn. So we're just going to Electromagnetic Sonar here. Just kidding. Maybe we attach this in case we have like a pivoting option. Yeah, we need to save it. We save it. So we can get back probably Irida or even the Nest Ball here just to get our next attacker. But I think the Irida is a safer pick. Because they're most likely going to attack with the Regidrago V anyways. So we don't need to use Boss Order next turn. So we can definitely use Irida for sure. So they got the Ultra Ball. So they got rid of another Dragapult and a Giratina V. So they're most likely going to attack with Dragapult V. They got the Kyurem. That's what we're scared of. They can spread damage around with Dragapult and then just Kyurem us for multiple prizes. They got the research. They don't have to use Regidrago V-Star's ability. So their resources is still pretty good at the moment. They're definitely going to try to double Kyurem us, I think. But right here, it's kind of sad because they're going to attack us with the Regidrago V-Star. And they're probably going to put damage on our Pikachu. So our Pikachu's ability is useless. So right here, we're going to definitely get rid of the Squawk. I think it's not too bad to get rid of a Pikachu here. But we'll just do the Greninja for now. I was kind of greedy. Just because if we got rid of the Pikachu, we can always just Night Stretcher it back. But it's kind of hard for us to switch out next turn. So that's why I kept the Pikachu. Just because I know we can attack for 300. Even though they put damage on it, they're kind of on like uneven prize cards. So it's not too bad. So they switched to the Regidrago V-Star, which means they're for sure attacking us. And it's most likely going to be Dragapult. Attack, which does 200 to the active and then 6 damage counters spread to my benches. Yep, 10 onto the Pikachu. I feel like, yeah, they're putting most Pokemon to 110. So that way they can Kyurem us for a lot of prizes. We got the GIF. We got Ultra Ball, which is not bad. And we have Night Stretcher. So we can definitely get back. We can definitely get all 6 Reggies here. So we for sure put the stadium down first. Open up the bench. I think we could. We can just Irida for Trolley too. I mean, Irida for Trolley. Yeah, we Irida for Trolley here. Because all our other Reggies should be in our deck. So I don't know why I put down another Pikachu. But I think it's just because I know that for sure this Pikachu is going to die next turn. So I might as well just put it down just in case they kill or they take out our Area Zero again. So now we have all this set up. We got Greninja back. I can draw more just to have more resources in my hand. We got Fez too, which is pretty good. The only thing is we don't have another stadium ready just in case. But it's okay. We're going to kill this Regidrago V-Star and he has to power up his Regidrago, the one on the bench. So they're for sure going to V-Star this upcoming turn. But we're still in good standing, I think. I don't think they can't, we hit a Turo, which is not bad. We can Turo up our Pikachu if we have an energy, and then we put Radiant Greninja up and then just retreat. They do damage to our Pikachu. But yeah, they have to Regidrago V-Star here to start setting up their other Regidrago. They need an energy switch. I'm not sure how many they have run so far, but their deck is pretty thin. But they have 10 cards in their hand, so they can do whatever they want probably. They might not even need to Regidrago V-Star. Yeah, they got the Ultra Ball, which means they're going to get the V-Star. And then they're... Maybe they do need a V-Star. Because if they have Energy Switch, they would have done it by now. There's a Grass attach. They have the Radzard. Ooh, they're going to Iono us first. Okay. Not too bad. We do want it at that Turo, but that's okay. Like I said, they're on... They have 5 prizes right now, so if they take out this Pikachu, they are at 3. So we just do 2-2, and then we win. They have to do 2-2 and another prize here. Unless they Kyurem us. Which I don't think they can. Because they... Unless they Kyurem me this turn. But then... What are they going to do after? So they... Regidrago V-Star there. Looks like a lot of cards went to the discard pile. What are they going to pick? Our hand's not too bad here, I think. We can always Ultra Ball for a Fez if we really needed it. So let's see what they grab. They grab a V and a Temple of Sinnoh. So we are losing our Area Zero Stadium card, which is bad. I think we can definitely just get rid of, for sure, the Regidrago, because we have that in our hand. Yeah, I'm checking my discard. We can't get rid of the Lecky because that's already in our discard pile. Yeah, but I kept the Pikachu just because we can probably try to Fez the next turn and then try to hit the Area Zero card here. Yeah, they got the Energy Switch. And they're going to kill our Pikachu and put at least 10 damage on our bench Pikachu and then probably spread the damage around. But that, getting rid of all the Regis with damage is kind of good there. So that way they couldn't have done a Kyurem play. So I don't know why they play that stadium down, to be honest. Because if I have the cards, this Regidrago V-Star is going to die anyways next turn. So I might as well do the Kyurem play and knock out, I believe it was like 3 Pokemon, and we top deck the Area Zero. Now we just need to get all their pieces to start attacking again with Pikachu. He also did not put damage on our Pikachu here. That's very interesting by him. So now whatever attacker he used, he has to either 2-tap my Pikachu or bounce up a 1-prizer. But I think right here we do have to Fez, because we are missing 2 of our Regis. We Fez and we hopefully hit like a double nest ball here. You really need it, or else we're stuck. We got the rock and we got the Ultra Ball. So we have nothing in our hand, but that's okay. We can definitely get the last Regis that we need, which is the ice. Got the ice. Now we can attack with Pikachu. I'm still surprised they did not put damage on my Pikachu here. I guess next turn, they can always just attack my Fez. Because there's no way they can set up another Regidrago V-Star here. I think the only play they could do is probably just attack with Radzard. Maybe boss up my Fez and attack with the Radzard. So our hand is dead. If they kill the Fez, we literally have nothing we can do if they get rid of this Area Zero Stadium card. We wouldn't be able to power up any of our Pokemon. And we need to take 2 prizes in order to win. So they only have 4 cards in their hand and in deck. And now they're down to 1. Yeah, they're gonna do a Radzard play here. But do they have boss in hand to boss up my Fez? Because if you attack this Pikachu, you basically lose. Yeah, Radzard is his only attacking option at the moment. There's no way he has any more energy switches. Yep, he got the boss. He's gonna boss up my Fez, most likely. Which this is fine. We don't need a boss order or anything because Radiant Greninja can still attack. And I don't know if my opponent knows that. And Radiant Greninja's attack doesn't do weakness to the bench. But if it's in the active, it does. Which means we can just attack with Radiant Greninja here. Kill the Radiant Zard and the Cleffa and we win. Yeah, we power up with Regigigas. We have the water energy. And we have one Luminous to count as the water, and then we just put whatever for the colorless that it needs. We discard 2 energy, we target the Radiant Charizard, and then the Cleffa. As you can see, it does double the damage because it's weak to water. And boom, we take 2 prizes, guys. This deck has a lot of attacking options, and that's why I like it so much. And GG to our opponent. That was a pretty good game. What do you guys think?
That is it for this deck, guy. Let me know in the comments what do you think of this deck. But in the meantime, you guys check out my other videos right over here. And if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Whoosh.